I think one of the things for a lot of people, it has, like most things, it has to start with a mindset shift. So you have to go from that mindset. It's probably two things. It's going from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset as a creator, rather than thinking like, oh, there's only so many roles, there's only so many money, or having that starving artist mentality, or feeling like you got to go out and be given a handout from a casting director or a producer, and you got to give, like, I'll take anything, I'll just take a day on set to pay some bills, to going to that abundant mindset of thinking, you know what, I'm a creator, I'm as talented, and the seeds of greatness are within me. I got everything I need between me and a community. So making that mind shift is huge. And then the other thing is going from lone wolf or lone ranger type to community has been huge throughout my career. I know it's been huge for you. All your projects have come from accepting and rallying help and support around you, and that's hard for a lot of people, because it is like at the end of the day, when you're in an audition room, it's you. You're vying for the role, or if you're writing something, it's you putting the pen to paper. Or stand up is very lone wolfy too, where you can be out on the road. But I think anytime you make the leap from this is me to this is us and the community, and it's just way more fun that way too. I was one of the people on Mother, and I just PA'd, and I heard, like, I knew you were always doing fun stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'll hop on board for a day. And I think I ended up I was buying snacks and maybe buying some set props, running a couple quick errands, and just.
Did I pay you back for that? Did I pay you back for buying? I think probably not.
Oh yeah. I brought the receipts. Yeah, I think so. Or if you didn't, I ate enough craft services to pay for it anyway. So yeah. Is there anything else that you want to add? And we do have viewers. Make sure that you're typing in any questions, especially if you are a person who has a project at any stage in development, whether it's just something that you've always thought of, or something that you've already written, or maybe you've already been trying to pitch it, or it's in some stage in development. Type those in the comments, and we'll ask them live during the show for Mandy to answer.
I do want to say to what you said, just about mindset shift. There's this guy that I've been following that I think you'll totally dig if you haven't already found him. His name is Andrew Huberman. He's
oh yeah, I love him. Yeah, he's Human Labs, like the yeah.
Yeah, I think he's my neighbor, because the last time I was fleeing for my life when we were being evacuated, he was like tweeting at me about like some shit that I was posting about what roads were being evacuated. So I think he might be my neighbor.
Nice.
Anyway, so he talks about, like, speaking of mindset shift, like in the self-help community, they talk about you change your beliefs, that your beliefs lead to your thoughts, which lead to your actions, which dictate what your life is like, right? So that belief thing is what we want to unearth and shift. And you use like cognitive behavioral stuff or whatever to shift that. But like changing your beliefs, a mindset shift, what you said, that's lifelong work. That's right. That's lifelong work. And some of us are at, different stages of mental discipline than others. So if I'm going to wait for me to be able to unearth all of my beliefs, I get into this like spiritual perfectionism that can get in the way of me actually taking action toward getting my projects made. So not only do I have my creative perfectionism, but now I have a spiritual perfectionism as well. So Huberman and his labs at Stanford, they've discovered that this equation, beliefs, thoughts, actions, actually works in both directions. So that you can feel the fear or have the belief that doesn't support you. But if you just take action anyway, feel the fear and do it anyway, they say.
Right.
In AA, they say, fake it till you make it. That's a real thing, or on all the 12-step programs. So that's why my system is based in the equation. So it's based on, we start with the beliefs, then we do the thoughts, which is like the thinking component, the creating the strategy, and then we take action. But we're hitting it from both ends. The kernels are placed for the beliefs, but we're not going to fix all of that in 4 weeks. So then we start going at it from the action perspective. And you have your support system to encourage you along the way. And the mindset shift is about knowledge. It's about arming our army of creatives with knowledge that they do not have access to. because they're so busy learning their fucking craft. I just happened to have a background in business so that when I went into, you know, the markets and what have you, I was studying and learning the language and learning what is the follow the money? Where does the money, in any good crime movie, right? Follow the money. Where does the money go here? And then you're going to figure out how shit is really working and why decisions are being made the way they are. And once I have the information, I don't get to beat up on myself in the same way. I'm on to myself. I don't get to tell myself the same stories. I start to see, oh, you know what? The things that I think are limiting aren't really there. So it's a combination of doing that life's work, but then also just like learning how shit actually works. You know, Jay-Z says numbers don't lie. Women do. Does he say that? Did he say that? Numbers don't lie though, you know, like show me the numbers. There's that part of
right.
the equation that's really important too.
Can you speak to some of those common limiting beliefs that actors and or creators might have knocking around in their heads right now?
I need representation in order to get a job. It's about my reps. I don't have proper management. I don't have the right whatever. I need a literary agent. Okay. Oh my God. So the higher that you get up and higher, I mean like where the money is to all the people in between the creative and the money, the less risk generally people want to take. When you go the traditional studio route, that's why movies get made the way that they do. You know, because they want to be able to put something on it that says, this book sold 5 million copies, and therefore we have a pretty good chance of, you know, 100,000 going to the theater. It used to be that opening a film was $23 million in the first weekend. That's what you had to make to kind of hit the bar. So they would find actors that had a history of opening a film to star in a film so that they knew they were going to meet that minimum. The funding model for a feature film used to be that whatever the domestic box office would be the budget of the film. And then so we are going to guess Cameron Diaz, this is back in Cameron Diaz's day. I don't know why she just came to mind. We're going to guess that Cameron Diaz can open a film at 23 million as the lead in a feature. So we're going to give them a budget of 21, because why not just skim a couple million off the top? And then whatever we make internationally at the box office is going to be our profit. And then also on airplanes or DVDs or whatever that model used to be. Now the model is international. Now the model is, what can we make in China, Russia? I think Brazil is an emerging market, and India. What can we make in those emerging markets? And I remember when I first learned about this shift and I went to see Gravity, you know, then you get your $140 million budget, right? I went to see Gravity and I heard in the script, they were like, oh, look, there's China now, or there's India. I can see the Ganges. And we're going to go to the Chinese space station, and then we're going to go to the Russian space station. So they had put the emerging markets into the script.
Wow.
In order to make those people want to see the movie and love it even more and come back to see, you know,
right.
like propaganda.
Yeah.
So that they make money in those countries. So now we have, you know, oh no, the political aspects of the propaganda. I mean, this is not going to apply to like most of our indie filmmakers, but it arms you with information. When we walk around and we go, I have this project, you know what? And it's perfect for Hulu, or it's perfect for so-and-so. And if I could just get whatever, that's not what they're doing. It's not about, I wish it was about the quality of the script right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your script quality has to be fucking amazing. If you're walking into a situation and your script is not at a point where you're not bumping on it, by bumping, I mean running into something that you don't like or you want to fix, or that's sort of okay. It's like Steve Martin said, you know, you have to make your talent undeniable. The creative materials, if they're not there yet because you're still emerging as a writer, that's okay. You should still make the thing, but don't try and put it on Hulu because you're going to get discouraged. And we're trying to build a body of work, not just one project that's going to make you a star. Because I did that. It was on a fucking network. It was all over the place. It's on HBO. I went back to auditioning for non-union commercials. It doesn't always work that way. So how do we arm you to figure out, Lars, why are you trying to make a TV show? Do you want to be a creator? Do you have that calling? Is that your specific thing that you want to do? If not, if you're doing it because you want to act, find that person, find that creative partner that is burning, and set yourself up for success by building your creative community in such a way that everybody's strengths are being uplifted and highlighted. Not like, I got to create this thing, all myself because no one loves me and I've been abandoned and I lived on the road and we had holes in the floor of our car.
Right. Yeah, it's like what our one of our coaches, Tom Todoroff, says. Production does not want to be responsible for your self-esteem. So if you come into any room as needy, looking for approval, they're just like, whoa, this just like reeks of neediness.